And we're back for episode 35. We done been through the draft. We done been through episodes 3 and 4 of The Last Dance. And now that we've been about it, now we're going to talk about it. As always, I got my co-host with me, Mr. A-Dub in the building. What's good, brother?
Nothing much, man. Just living the dream, as always.
Feel it. And as always, we have the lovely Myra May San Diego in the building. What's good?
What's up, slackers?
And as always, on the ones and twos, we got the super producer in the building, Mr. Mad Marcus. What's good, fam?
Yo, what's up, people?
Not much. As always, let my boy take it away with the schedule, man. Let's get it.
Yeah. First and foremost, how we do. Just want to check in, make sure everybody's doing okay. I hope everybody had a good week. And I was just curious to know, is everybody ready to get back out there? It seems like a lot of places are getting back to business. So how y'all feel about that?
It's crazy, man. Like, it's funny because like we joke and talk like we've been ready. You know what I'm saying? We've been ready to get back out there, but it is still a little too soon. You know what I'm saying? If you're being realistic, it might still be a little bit too soon. But places are ready to open up. Some places have already opened up. We got other states looking at trying to do it. I saw Donald Trump is trying to talk governors into opening up schools back up in all the states. And at this point, what's the point? We're already basically in May. Just keep doing what they're doing. Just finish the year out, in my opinion. But, we're good. Family's good out here. We're still chilling, kicking on the inside, getting exercise when we can. But, saying we're in this together, but stay away from me, as Lil Duval would say.
Shirts are dope, right? Same thing with us. Texas is kind of on the forefront of reopening the state. As we have like several phases. By May 18th, we should have like gyms open, salons open, barbershops open. And I feel the same sentiment that you said, Sturzy. Like, as much as we've been sitting here, like, I can't wait to get back out there. Like, I don't want to get out there yet. In fact, our beach opened this weekend and like people flocked to the beach. Like, there was so many people out there.
They're ready.
People just sitting out there, no mask on. I don't know. I'm not ready for all that. So as for us, the boys and I are doing great. Like you all said, still chilling on the inside. We get out, we do our little exercise and so on and so forth. But other than that, like, I still don't take them anywhere. Like, we just literally make essential runs. Well, I make essential runs, like, the grocery store or the bank. And other than that, we're just chilling. When it comes to schools, I'm on that same notion. We're already on the last week of April. In Texas, there's literally 3 weeks of school left. And in those 3 weeks, we have a holiday in between there for Memorial Day. So it doesn't make sense to revamp everything. For us, we're still doing distance learning and it's business as usual. Like, we're handling everything for next school year. So we'll see. All these people in Chicago with them house parties are scaring me a little bit, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, and Georgia too. They out there just kicking it, no masks, nothing out there, boy.
Yeah, Georgia.
So they all right out there. They tripping.
I saw the beach pictures. It was crazy. Like, it was insane.
And it was like across the nation too. Like, there was like beach pictures from like Cali to Florida to Texas. Like, just everybody decided to hit the beach.
Yeah.
So is it Georgia, Texas, and who else opening up?
Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know Texas opened up this weekend, though, right? Yeah, officially opened this weekend.
Texas opened up this weekend. They said opened up, but it's typically like the same mandates that we had right now. Like, restaurants can
be just like a slow phase.
Grocery store, yeah. So there's several phases. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, it's getting hot here, so we're gonna be opening up soon. I know we are.
It is very hot.
It doesn't live, I guess, in the heat, and it's been smoking here, man. So I think we're about to be good out here.
Yeah, today
it has
was
been
like
hot for real.
A powerful 97, if I'm not mistaken. So that heat and humidity was kicking down here. So, I mean, I understand why people want to hit the beach and get out, but
yeah, man. So same here with my kids, man.
It's good.
They want to go to the pool. They want to go to certain places. I'm like, you can't go. They don't understand still. So
yeah, not yet.
Yeah. So I think, like I said, the bet was when we open up, and I think right now, I think I already won because when all these people open up, I think I won. We still haven't got the paper from A-Dub, so I think he didn't throw it away. So,
Hey.
shout out to
I got
Jamie.
rid of it.
What's going on, Jamie?
What up?
Yeah, shout out all our viewers so far. So that's
shout out to
what's
my
up,
boy,
yeah. Well,
matter
I
of
just my
really
Go
quick.
for
So really quick, Jamie, that's my one of my really close friends. She's getting married to an old, really old buddy of mine. They're supposed to get married in May, this upcoming weekend actually, but that in September. My boy Trevor said what he interacts with us a lot on the Instagram page. His birthday was last weekend, so I actually met up with him earlier today. I gave him some crumble cookies for his birthday.
Hey.
So
Hey,
shout
all good.
Oh, they fired. Fire.
Well,
They got a Sour Patch cookie going on right now, a gingerbread cookie, a Butterfinger cookie, a double chocolate chip, and lemon cookie or something like that. And the original chocolate chip that's always going around. But yeah, the box this week is fire.
I'm gonna try them out.
shoot. I know I had to shout out to my boy Steven who put me on those for sure.
Yeah.
Because that was
Oh,
fire.
are they like warm cookies or just nice, good, soft cookies?
No,
They are warm?
Yeah, when you get them, they're warm.
Say
and
no
certain
more.
ones, when they put different stuff on it, they like heat it up a certain way. So
Yeah.
fire.
Some of them are supposed to be chilled. Some of them are supposed to be chilled depending on the cookie. But the other ones though, like the chocolate chip ones, when you get them, they're warm and they're soft.
And where located at?
But yeah, they're fire.
There's one at
They
Metro.
got one everywhere. They got one at Metro. Yeah.
Metro Mall?
Right by church.
Yeah, right by there. Yeah.
That's the only store in
On
there.
the outside. No, on the outside. This is by Metro.
That's the only store in there.
You're gonna be shut down.
I'll get you some in time to celebrate too. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that later. All right.
Gotcha.
I don't think we have anything though for cleanups of the week though. Did you guys have anything you wanted to talk about from last week? I think we're pretty much good.
I think we did
Surprisingly.
a good job last week.
All right, well, we'll jump right into NFL talk. I want to obviously recap the draft, but I want to start out by congratulating super producer Marcus. He was the man that time. He got 3 accurate picks in our mock draft. So even though you went a little bit crazy with pick 2, you got a bunch right.
If I was to win original, like I was just trying to be funny. If I did the normal, I probably would have did well. But
you would have got it.
Yeah.
No, that's what's up though. That was fun though.
I would agree too because if you
I think I missed everybody else. I did that. My fault.
You would have screwed up pick 2. I would have had him on 5 at Miami, and it would have been right on.
My bad.
That's the fun part.
Yeah.
No, that's the fun part to me though.
Definitely.
But if you count them all up, we got like 13 right if you just go by position. So even if it wasn't like the right wide receiver or whatever, like we knew they were taking a wide receiver or whatever. So we were pretty good. Man, and we each got at least one right. So
I don't think they're gonna ever do this virtual draft ever again because a lot of people got some stuff happening.
My gosh, there was so much antics, right? In the living room. Like so many things happened.
Let me see your phone right quick. And she would I don't know his girl. I think it was his girl. She tried to be real slick. Like, you see how thick she was? She was like,
Wait, and the
did you see his eyes though?
The funniest part to me about that is that post NFL draft, she felt the need to address it to people on social media. Like, I was just trying to be the good girlfriend and answer his phone because his agent was calling.
Yeah. All right.
That was not his agent. With the look on your face and the look on his face, oh boy snatched it so quick. He hit the power button so fast.
She probably shouldn't have said nothing. She probably should have kept that quiet.
Oh my gosh, that was terrible.
And I also want to say, a lot of these people's houses, you can tell who when they were in their house and who it was in somebody else's house because they was in like by the stairs or in the little corner. You could tell they weren't in their house because they didn't look comfortable. So some people look comfortable, some people didn't look comfortable. So you could tell some people weren't in their house. Place. Yeah, it looks too modern looking and everything like that. But some people it was kind of sitting like real comfortable and stuff. Some people like sitting in one spot. They were in their houses, but they had that one dude too. Right. That his girlfriend went on top of him or something. His mom was like, "Is it off of him?" I was like, "Dang!"
That was a boy from Georgia.
Mama was ready to drop them hands on homegirl, huh?
Shut that down real quick. Not in my house. Not in my house.
You could tell
Yeah, that was Isaiah Wilson.
You could tell she told before too. Everything happened. I told you. Don't you do that.
It was kind of cool scene though.
I'm gonna
because
say
after that,
this.
everybody rushed in on him.
I'm gonna say this as a mother. I learned something from the virtual draft. Girlfriends will not be allowed in this moment. Like, it's a personal moment. It's a family moment. Because think about it. If they were to go to New York City or Vegas, when they sit at the tables, it's only like your parents and you. Like, they never have the girlfriends or anybody extra. So
yeah. True. Usually,
so
I think
maybe Beyonce.
I think the NFL definitely learned from the virtual experience. There was a lot of antics on the side of the camera that were just comical.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I agree, but you know, for the majority of the picks, it's usually like that anyways, where we see them in their rooms. You know, only so many get to be there. So it wasn't like too different for me, but what was more different was seeing the coaches and stuff. That was dope to me.
Hey,
so I liked it.
Bill Belichick had his dog at the table and he was out the room.
He was doing that on purpose too.
That was hilarious.
Shout out to the Arizona Cardinals coach. He had the dopest house the whole drive. His house was cold.
He put everybody on notice.
That was so cold.
I was like, dang.
But the thing is, that's how we get down out here. Like, there's nice places out here.
There are some nice places out here.
To me, there's already enough people moving to Arizona, so I hope
people start picking up on that for sure.
That wasn't a plug for realty in Arizona.
He was spending that Texas Tech money though. That's all Texas Tech money.
Another thing that was cool was how they did the behind the scenes of the cheerleader in her room.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was super cool. Like,
that was cool.
But if you look at her face, she was like, "Really, you gonna do that right now?" Like she wasn't smiling.
She looks like Myra.
They just wanted people to know it's live.
When her kids come in, I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, we've talked about this.
Matter of fact, he got about what? He coming in, right? He'll be in soon.
Yeah. What time is it? 8:32. Give us about 10-15 minutes. One of them will
he'll be up in there.
Mm-hmm.
The only question is, will he be wearing a shirt or not? That's the only question. Is he flexing tonight or not?
Listen, if it's the little one, we probably have a 95% chance that it's not on.
95% chance to make it.
That's funny. Well, but okay, so back to the draft. Did y'all have any surprises really? Like, did y'all have anything that stood out for you?
Yeah,
besides Jordan Love, we kind of talked about Jordan Love.
Ain't no way. There's no way we thought we would get CeeDee Lamb. There's no way. I was like, no, we're not getting him. I thought we was gonna get McKinney at first. I said maybe McKinney we're gonna get him. There's no way they're gonna be smart and get CeeDee Lamb. When they said his name, I was so hyped. Like, yes.
Yeah.
I was so mad. How dare y'all sit up and talk about Oklahoma like this and just accept my man CeeDee Lamb just accept my man CeeDee into y'all reigns. How dare you? No, man. But honestly,
and I had just talked about that too.
That's a huge pickup, man. He to me, receiver wise, he was 1A, 1B to Judy, in my opinion. Like, not even 1-2. Like, I think he was like 1A, 1B. He's an amazing receiver. Y'all got a really, really good one out of him. So, man,
I just kind of felt bad for I felt bad for Gallup because they was like, oh, Cooper and CeeDee Lamb. They weren't saying his name. Like, they were showing graphics of Dak, Zeke, him, and Cooper, but Gallup was in there. I'm like, God dang, man. So I think
hey, to me.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, to me, Gallup's the best one out of all three of them. To me personally, Gallup's the best one. Like right now, and for the long term, Gallup's beast.
You put Gallup over Cooper?
You don't see him stand on the sideline like Cooper. Yeah, me personally, because the injuries and stuff, like Cooper stand on the sideline half the time. We don't even know what he's doing. Gallup's always out there beasting, and he's on the rise.
Numbers,
he's gonna get better.
Last year.
I think Gallup. I don't know. I want to see. I kind of want to see Gallup in like the number one role. But in my opinion, I think they should move Cooper to the slot spot. I think he should play slot.
No, just let CD play the slot, and he could do what Randall Cobb did last year. They almost all three went for 1,000.
But CD, but the CD's a bigger receiver to me, so I feel like he could kind of do either or. But he's just a bigger receiver. So I think that going over the top, he's gonna. I don't know. I think he'd be really, really good on the outside, but we'll see. We'll see.
Just get the ball to him anyway.
Exactly. You throw it up, he can go get it. Like you think he's gonna
Over
get
the
it.
top.
Yeah, man's got hella hops too. Like, have you seen that man dunk? That dude is nasty.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But Marcus, what were you gonna say, Marcus?
No, I'm saying on the sad end of it, we had during the draft, we had Dak's brother who passed away, which they still haven't said what happened. Unless y'all know, I don't know what happened to him. It's a rumor that he might have committed suicide.
I'm thinking it's something of a negative spirit like that. I do really feel for Dak and his family because they've obviously been through a lot. But I'm thinking because they haven't said it means it probably is something like that.
Yeah.
Or overdose or.
Was it one of the brothers like on commercial with him? Was it one of those brothers?
I think
so. It was. Yeah, I think it was the bigger one.
Yeah.
I believe, but I'm not sure. I hate to speculate like that, but it's very sad. That's one thing I know for sure.
But does Dak have does he play harder now, or does he kind of like step back? Like, man,
to me, does he sign a contract now? Maybe because he feels like, okay, nothing's promised or something. Maybe he's more urgent instead of holding out and betting on himself. I think it could impact that, honestly, but I don't know. That's rough, man. I don't know what to do in that situation.
For sure. I feel like the weapons were already there, so I don't know. I don't really know if like getting new pieces, puts a fire under us, but because he's already had the pieces. But
yeah. And then
he's going to play well either way next year. Yeah, he's going to be better than Cooper Rush because that dude is not really a certified backup, honestly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But I thought the rest of the draft was good. I think the corner from Alabama is dope.
Yeah.
What do you think, Marcus?
They saying he's gonna be Byron Jones' replacement, but I'm like, I don't think not yet. Byron Jones wasn't no slouch, man. Like the dude was good, so I don't think a rookie gonna come in and just take his spot like that. But I think he got the potential to do that, but to say he gonna come and take his spot because he had his own island over there. They didn't throw his side too many times, so we'll see what Diggs does.
One of the picks that I'm really excited about, but not too excited because we see him several times, is Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts going to the Philadelphia Eagles. That's definitely going to put some pressure on Wentz for that. You don't think so?
No.
I think so. I think Jalen Hurts is going to put pressure on Wentz.
Hurts is cool, but he ain't. To me, I still don't think. Like I said before, I think he's still another position or something. I don't think he's quarterback in the NFL.
That's what they said about Lamar Jackson.
So
that's what people said about Lamar Jackson.
No, I think Lamar Jackson's a quarterback, but I didn't think he'd come in so early. I thought he'd be a quarterback, but Jalen Hurts.
You see, for me, Jalen Hurts is playing with a lot of a chip on his shoulder on a point to prove. After what happened in Alabama.
You think right now he's a chip because he got drafted first round? You think it's still a chip on there because he wasn't expected to go first round?
Absolutely, you got a point to prove. You got to prove that you are that dude that's able to take an organization and move forward. He did great at Bama. Of course, Tua came in and, at that time, but he's always been so humble. I think that's what I love the most of Jalen Hurts. He never was like offended or anything like that. It was just like a humble spirit of like, you know what, this is what's best for our team. He went to Oklahoma and had a great opportunity in Oklahoma. So I think with him going first round, you're still playing with a chip on your shoulder. You have a point to prove that despite the adversity you went through in college, you can move an organization forward. I hate the fact that you went to the Eagles, but
I think the chip's there as well. But for the same reason Lamar Jackson had that chip, before he declared for the draft, he had coaches and other position coaches asking him to change his position. they were saying to change to a receiver or a running back, but he was like, no, I'm a quarterback. So I think that's where the chip comes from. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily the, where he was picked or,
Right.
whatever the case may be. I think it comes from same thing Lamar Jackson went through. I'm a quarterback. I've always been a quarterback. I'm going to play quarterback. Don't ask me to do nothing else.
But Carson Wentz, we say injuries or whatever, he's a great quarterback. Like, I think he's like top 3 quarterbacks in the league. So him coming in, I think
he's overrated.
Top 3?
I think he's overrated.
Overrated. I would never put him in top 3. I would put him in top 10, and he's probably 9 or 10. If that. I think Carson Wentz is super overrated. I would never put him in top 3.
Dude, before he got hurt, he's an MVP. If he wouldn't got hurt, he would have been an MVP. Yes or no?
I don't know, but okay, I'm just saying, like Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Drew Brees,
Russell Wilson.
But I'm saying, I'm talking about when he was an MVP a year before he got hurt. He was an MVP. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, but
I don't know.
So you think the Super Bowl, one Super Bowl a year, if he wouldn't have got hurt, he wouldn't have won MVP. He was gonna get MVP a year.
I don't know if he would have won MVP or not, but I'm saying I don't know if they would even have won the Super Bowl still.
Oh no,
we don't even know if they would have still won. I just think I don't know. I think with with my opinion about Jalen Hurts though is like I think he might get his chance to play. His ability issues continue, he might get his chance, and I think the reason they picked him because he's a good leadership guy. He's got good morals, like Myra was saying. So he's going to sit there and play his role no matter what they ask him to do. Yeah. And if they get a chance and they throw him in there, he might win a game or two just based off of making plays. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I don't think Carson Wentz has anything to really worry about.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He's the starter. He's definitely the starter. But the problem is just like any other franchise in the league, like when your quarterback goes down and that second comes in, he gets that opportunity. You know what I mean? If he shows out, if Carson Wentz's injury is long term, if it's 6, 7 games, 8 games or whatever, and Hurts comes in and wins 6 out of 8 of those, 7 out of 8 of those, 8 out of 8 of those, like you really gotta start thinking because it'll be another injury that Wentz had, Wentz endured, and it's like, okay, look, he's just not getting it done for us at a just injury, you know what I'm saying? So.
And if you can
we'll see. We'll get a chance.
And if you kind of compare that situation to what happened this year with Drew Brees and Teddy Bridgewater, when Drew Brees went down, they let Teddy Bridgewater, take over the ship, and he held it down for.
That's a big difference, though. That's not even close. Seeing Teddy Bridgewater.
I mean, we know Teddy Bridgewater could have been a starter anywhere, and definitely that's where he's headed this year with the Bears.
So you think?
But Jalen Hurts is no scrub.
So you think Jalen Hurts can go anywhere and play? No.
Go anywhere and play?
Could you say Teddy Bridgewater?
We don't even know yet. He hasn't played a snap in the NFL yet. So that's one thing we gotta also think about too.
He's a rookie. Do I think he's going to come into the Eagles and put in the work? Yes. Do I think he's going to come in and learn the playbook and try to be the best second string quarterback he can be for the organization? If and when Wentz goes down with the injury, he can step up and play. I think so.
You're supposed to do that. You're a rookie, but the question was is Wentz going to be kind of like threatened because it's not impossible. No, he's not. That's what I was saying. He can come in and be a good backup. He'll be a good guy. He's a good guy. All that. I understand that, but I don't think Carson Wentz is worried about him at all. Not even once.
I think it does put pressure though for him to be better.
Not even a little bit.
We shall see.
I don't really think so either. He won't be tripping, but you never know what might happen.
I'd say Wentz is about as worried as Aaron Rodgers. He's not worried about this backup.
We seen when Hurts played against good teams, what happened. We seen it.
Hey,
the Big 12. I'm a Longhorn, and that division is terrible. So we seen when he play against good people how he plays. So we'll see.
Speaking of Aaron Rodgers, the internet is unmatched. That thing that you sent us, Strizzy, about somebody said that the Green Bay quarterbacks are now A-Rod and J-Lo was absolutely hilarious.
And I was cracking up.
I could not stop laughing with that one.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah,
But that is, I do want to know what I do want to know what y'all thought about that though too. Like, I mean, I think this is the same thing kind of with that. I mean, Jordan Love shouldn't threaten Aaron Rodgers. He's gonna have to sit and wait. You know,
he doesn't, and that's kind of
people,
what I was getting at. Like, he doesn't. Sorry, go ahead. Finish. My bad.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I think people were kind of overblowing that a little bit, saying how it was much disrespect. But we'll see how Rodgers takes it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't take it well. It's Aaron Rodgers. His mentality is like, I'm the guy. I'm supposed to be the guy. Give me some weapons and see what I can do. Like, that's his mindset. But you got to remember, like, Aaron Rodgers sat 3 years before getting his start. But he's 36. He's already broken his collarbone twice. You know what I mean? Same thing with Wentz. It's like the next time you go down could be your last time, and we don't have a real backup for you. So we got to draft somebody and think for the future. Aaron Rodgers might have 3 to 4 years left till he's 40. He might next year could be his last year, and that's the same thing with Wentz. He's a lot younger, but I mean, he's already torn ACL. Like, he's already gone through the injuries. Like, your football career could be 15 years. It could be a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the reason why I think Hurts will get his chance. I agree with Marcus. I don't think his position is threatened, but you know, Tom Brady got his chance too, and look what he did with it.
Yeah, I have a question too. Would y'all have put Jalen Hurts the top 5 quarterback this year in the draft?
Top 5 in the draft?
Quarterback?
No, I was surprised where he went. I think they could have actually got him later.
That's all I wanted to know. Were you surprised he got picked that fact? I was surprised he got picked first round. I didn't think he was going first round. So that was a surprise.
I didn't think so either.
They definitely could have got him in the second. If they really wanted to, they definitely got him in the second.
I think they was frustrated because they didn't get CeeDee Lamb. They said, we're going to get somebody else then. Like, their whole draft was terrible.
We just switch it
they
up.
didn't have a good draft. So they had to get somebody with a big name. I think they were trying to do.
Well, I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah, their draft was trash.
Well,
I was real surprised at their draft.
I'm glad.
But Jalen Reagor might be good. I don't know. But all right. Well, I don't know. I didn't know anything else about. I was surprised, or I guess I should say, I wasn't surprised that the Chiefs took a running back.
That's gonna be great pickup for
at
him.
the end. But
wow, he's gonna be great for them.
He said he reminds him of Brian Westbrook. I'm like, whoa,
man.
That he had for the
Like
Eagles.
a little bigger though,
So
because Westbrook had them feet, boy. He can move.
Mm-hmm.
What do you? I want to ask you too, Dave. What do you think about your boy going to Detroit?
Oh, wait, who?
Didn't Swift go to them?
Swift? Yeah, Swift. I'm sorry, my bad. I was thinking of the lineman. Swift. I was actually but I wasn't kind of surprised that he slipped down. The Lions, that should be cool. Matthew Stafford and him together, that's dope. 2 Bulldogs, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I like Matt Patricia, you know. I just hope they treat him right up there.
Yeah, because y'all defense.
So they do, and probably like the Auburn running back that they have too. I can't remember his name right now, but the Lions' other running back.
Yeah.
So they should have a pretty good attack. I don't know.
Yeah, they definitely should. He was injured a little bit last year though, so I think that's why they went with him. But yeah, that backfield is gonna be nasty.
But I always follow the Georgia players in the draft. I always like to see where they go. And I was really actually surprised that the lineman went so early, Wilson. Andrew Thomas.
Yeah.
Like him and Wilson, they both went early, which was cool though. And this was the first time I saw in Georgia, they tweeted out it's the first time that 2 offensive tackles from the same school were drafted the same round in the first round.
Oh wow.
So,
speaking of that, what I thought was really cool was LSU had 13 players drafted. That was super cool as well.
8, I think it was 8 in the first round too, or something. It was something weird, crazy.
Yeah, that's something crazy. Yeah, they had a really big number though.
So do they? So the first, like the first round or the first 10 picks, they get a certain amount of money. Does that matter, or is the first round you get a certain amount of money?
No, it's slotted. It's slotted by your pick. It goes down based on your pick.
Also, as it goes down, that's how much. Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Which I mean, they started after Sam Bradford or whoever it was that cashed out.
He run everything.
Sam Bradford
still getting paid.
He got hella paid. He's still collecting checks from us. He's still collecting checks from us.
Terrible.
And by the way, it's Kerryon Johnson is the running back that I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Kerryon Johnson.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. Anything else about the draft that y'all want to discuss? I mean, I think the Cowboys had a really solid draft. I was excited. I'm glad that so many Georgia players got drafted. Even Mr. Irrelevant was a Georgia player, which was Tay Crowder, so linebacker.
I think
it was cool.
I think the Ravens had the best draft.
You think so?
Yeah. God,
because they got stronger.
Well, yeah, they just got way stronger. They got some receivers at some later rounds, which is what they really needed. Okay. They got Queen to replace
I know you talking about.
They got Queen.
Yeah, they got Queen and they got somebody else too. I think out of
J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, they got J.K. Dobbins as well.
J.K. Dobbins was the other player.
Yeah, for sure. So they got some more weapons on offense.
Oh, Dobbins the running back?
Yeah. They got him too. They added a couple receivers too. I think they added one from Clemson. I might have to double check that. Might be on my cleanups for next week. But yeah, man. And then the defense too just got even stronger than it was last year. They're gonna be ridiculous. Like points are not being scored against the Ravens next year. It's gonna be ridiculous. I'm
standing here first. I still don't think I don't think Lamar Jackson will have a year like he did last year. I'm just sorry. So we'll see what they do.
I'm going to negate that, and I'm going to say he is.
Lightning doesn't strike twice.
You see what happened to Mahomes. So, hey, I'm just saying.
He won a Super Bowl. We can make next year win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did, but I'm saying he didn't have a year he had before that.
I know what you mean. He didn't. I know I'm clowning. But no, you're right. Yeah, years like that don't normally happen, you know what I'm saying, after another year. Teams are going to prep for him a lot differently than they did last year. So I agree. He won't have that type of year next year, but I still think he has a really big year.
We're rooting for the kid. In this household, we love Lamar Jackson, so we're rooting for the kid.
Yo, shout out to my Panthers too, real quick, man. Like they really defensively went after all holes that we needed to fill. We drafted a bunch of safeties and cornerbacks, all defense, man. We got some players who can actually stop the run.
That's crazy. Y'all did it all defense. That's defense. Crazy.
Offense wasn't our problem. Defense was. So
wow.
I'm really happy with the way we drafted too.
You definitely think you need nobody on offense?
Not right now.
They do.
Our wide receivers were great. We have the best running back in the league, in my opinion.
Hey, watch yourself. You watch yourself. I'm trying to slip that in there on the cool. Watch yourself.
Right now, homeboy.
He really slipped that in there.
I didn't slip that in there. I wasn't trying to be sneaky. I said that with pride, G.
I am going to have to agree with Strizzy, though. McCaffrey's a beast, man.
Monster. And put him behind the line. Put him behind Tennessee's line. Put him behind y'all's line. Put him behind
y'all line.
The Colts
line. You had a decent line. Y'all ain't dropped not one lineman. So y'all line was nice, decent, too.
No, it wasn't that great. It wasn't that great. That was just him finding holes. That was just him doing his job.
He was.
We lost a lot of offensive linemen last year from the year before. The year before we had a way better line. Last year they were struggling a little bit. And the offensive linemen we got in the draft last year too ended up injured the entire year with concussions. So that was real hard. Our left side was god awful. God awful.
What about Jerry Jones stunting on people on the yacht the whole job though?
That's Jerry Fashion, man. That's Jerry Fashion.
I'm like, yeah.
I think that had to be that and Cliff Kingsbury was the two best flex.
Yeah.
And
that boat wasn't that's a big boat because it wasn't even moving. That's he ain't none of this. He ain't none of that. That mug was still.
Oh, say I know. Anchor probably wasn't even.
He can land two different helicopters. He can land two different helicopters on that.
Is that big?
That's wild, bro.
How much was it? It was like 25 million.
Got two helipads. Dude, it was almost as much as he paid for the Cowboys.
That's crazy.
It was like 200. It was like 220 million.
Shit.
Hold on, I'll get the price.
For
250 million.
Let me draw the boat.
You gotta have a lot of money to spend that much money on a yacht. Like he's not spending that much time on a yacht either, dude. Come on, man.
Yo, he purchased the Cowboys. He purchased the Cowboys for $140 million in 1989.
And how much was his yacht?
Think about that investment. That's crazy.
I think it was 205, wasn't it?
I know.
And what are the Cowboys worth now?
Something
Cowboys
billion,
are
right?
At least $1 billion. Crazy money.
It's up there. Isn't it like
Let's see,
2 billion, 3 billion, something like that?
It's up there. Yeah, it's high as football.
Says Cowboys most valuable team in the world, staggering $5 billion.
5 billion. God. Okay. Dang. I remember seeing the list a while ago, but I couldn't remember if it was them or the Knicks because one of them were like high up there too. Because the Knicks are up there as well for whatever reason.
Yeah, yo, it's crazy.
That's crazy, dog. That's so crazy. Little over 100 million. Now they're worth $5 billion.
That's ridiculous.
But these teams are, these.
And they ain't won in 20 years.
Crazy thing is that happened in our lifetime. They haven't won in forever, and all that happened in our lifetime. Yep. Like that didn't take that long, really. But yeah, that's crazy. All right,
he's doing something else to get like. We haven't won.
Well, he got the construction. He got the construction company now too, and he's building the Rams stadium. He built his own stadium, all that.
He built the Rams?
Crazy money.
Yeah, the new stadium. Yeah,
he's building the Rams stadium. Yeah, that's why he was such a big part in making that happen with Stan Kroenke, getting them from St. Louis to LA. He's like, let me take care of this. I'll show you how to.
That's crazy. But aren't they going to share the stadium though? The Chargers and the Rams? They share it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Because then Jerry Jones was like, I'll have you make the Chargers help pay for it. They'll be your tenant.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, speaking of the Chargers, though, too, that's another thing I wanted to share.
Oh, yeah.
As we glide through our little agenda. The Chargers' new uniforms, dog, I think they're fire.
Yeah,
I don't know what you guys think, but
no, I'm feeling the Chargers uniforms too. They're sick.
But the thing is, though, dude, like some of these
navy blue,
some of these jerseys don't look that much different to me, though. I don't see the difference.
Well, they're just wearing them with different pants. Like they're just wearing different combos. It's only 1, 2, 3, 4 jerseys and 4 pants.
Okay, but, I just don't see the big difference. I think Atlanta, I seen the difference with them, but the Buccaneers, I ain't see the big difference in their jerseys. And the Patriots, I don't see a big difference in theirs either. So I was just trying to figure out what was the big difference.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The Patriots
wore these before.
Yeah.
The Patriots already wore them before. Did we see the Browns already?
Yeah, we saw the Browns already. Theirs look completely the same too. When OBJ did his uniform reveal on Instagram, I was looking at it. I was like, "What's the difference?" I couldn't tell. Like I was really looking at it, like I don't know what changed. It's probably something super slight.
The stripes is all.
Is it?
It's the stripes.
It's the same. Look at the back of my. Look the same. I don't see a difference.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh no, maybe it fit different.
I think that's the last of them, though.
Yeah.
I think that's the last of the new jerseys, though. And then also the Madden cover. Do y'all believe in the Madden curse?
Yeah.
It's hard not to believe in it. Like,
yeah, it's gonna happen.
Dudes be going down when they be on there. Even when Holmes went down, he didn't miss the whole season though. But even he went down. Yeah.
It happens every year. It's very accurate.
He was out long enough for you. He was out long enough for everybody to forget who he was that quick.
And that was what Lamar Jackson said. You know, like Patrick Mahomes was cool. Like, so he's like, keep it moving.
He said he wants that curse. He said he wants a Super Bowl curse.
He ain't scared.
Yeah.
So I hope he don't.
He wasn't scared of the Titans either.
I hope he don't be a RG3. Have a great 1 year, and then everything went down from there. Let's see.
I think he'll be more. It's going to be hard for him to repeat that type of performance. And everybody's seen him now for a year, so it's really just Baltimore's commitment to run that's going to continue to help him, but it might not work. I don't know.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think he can throw the ball, but he can throw the ball, so he should be able to. He'll be smart.
I think he had 3 games, 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, they should show him that RG3
5 touchdowns, like passing touchdowns. So we'll see. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? Like some sophomores go through the slump. Some of them have, better years, but we'll see how teams prepare for them. I'm interested. I love watching that team, but we'll see. We'll see.
Like I said, we love Lamar Jackson. I hope he has an amazing career. I hope he is stellar next year as well. So, of course, people are going to prepare for him because they've seen him. But at the same time, I think that that was the Patriots. I wrote it down. That was the Ravens.
You got you.
Scheme. That was the Ravens scheme to prepare with Lamar Jackson being a running type quarterback. So, like you said, they added additional weapons to the Ravens this year through the draft. So if your defense is rolling, it just fires up your offense to put more points on the scoreboard. So we're rooting for Lamar Jackson. I definitely don't think he's RG3. So I hope he does well.
They were speculating too about the possibility of them grabbing AB. So
Lamar Jackson has been commenting on a ton of AB's posts.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. It's a lot more than the quarterback wanting to grab AB, because every quarterback in the league would want AB. Like, let's just maybe not Ben, but everybody else is going to want AB. It's a matter of the organization who wants to take a chance on him.
When he come back, he's still on suspended, right? Or it's going to be over with this year.
It's it was like.
They still haven't even said what his suspension will be.
Right.
Exactly.
They're waiting for somebody to sign him, and then they're going to say the suspension, which I think that's kind of hurting him, because if teams knew what he may make a better decision.
Definitely.
I don't know.
But if he doesn't get convicted of anything, it'll be just kind of like the same way. Problems for sure. I don't think anybody wants those problems, but it's still taking a risk. What's that, Trevor? But I think kind of like what you were saying, Alex, it's going to be one of those things where they don't know. But if he doesn't get convicted of anything, then the most games he can get suspended is 4 or less? Two games.
What is he going to be convicted of?
Because he texted a girl. He shouldn't have texted her phone. You can't do that. You can't make threats after you got in trouble. That's why you got to put out the team. He was on a team. Right. And then you going to go and do that? Sure. You can't do that.
It was very foolish.
Yeah, it was definitely dumb on his part. Man. Definitely dumb on his part. But again,
I think he's done playing.
I think he's done
playing.
You think he's done?
He's gonna be another. He's gonna be another Kaepernick. He ain't playing no more. He's done. I think it's a wrap.
The sad part is, to me, you can see how much football really kept him on track. Man, he needs more help than just football, but football would help him, probably give him a reason to get back on track.
I just wanted to shake him though, like with all the antics. All right, let's read that. There hasn't been a ruling on him because he is unsigned. He technically isn't the NFL's player right now, so sorry, Trevor, isn't their ground to impose a penalty.
Yeah.
Thanks, Trevor.
They're waiting.
Yeah, but like we said, they're waiting. So that kind of harms teams as well. Like, you don't know what you're signing and what type of penalty you're going to get. I kind of feel like if they put it out there, like the consequence before he comes back to a team, it gives teams more opportunity to make a better decision on taking that gamble or not. Talking about Harbaugh doesn't want those AB problems. Yeah, we've seen how AB can be a distraction on the field. And if Harbaugh and the Ravens want to continue with their foot on the pedal like they did this year, they really don't want those problems. They really don't.
That's true.
It's funny. Maybe I believe in too many chances, but I'm like, I'd take a 1-year chance on him. My contract for him, though, would have so many what's it called in them? Like, look, we're not playing
around. He earned money by the hour.
Exactly. Dude, I'm telling you.
So many addendums.
We can release you at any point in time. Your money is a loan, fam. Like, if we have to release you for any reason, we want it back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing though. Like, AB is such a good talent though. Like, if you were to sign a contract just to get himself back into the league on any type of deal or whatever, it's definitely one of those things where it's like, if he misses the first 8 games, you still get him for another 8. And to me, he's worth that. But again, Yeah, he is, man. He is. So like, it's just a matter of who wants to take that chance. But it is definitely a really big chance because he's been shooting himself in the foot ever since the Patriots released him. So
you see, I really like
him.
AB. I really like AB when it comes to talent. Now, I do think he needs to go to a team that has a really tight management and a really tight coaching staff, like somebody that's going to have.
He's on the Patriots. That ain't work.
That's my problem.
Yeah,
That's
but
my problem too. If it don't work there, where's it gonna work?
He needs counseling. That's what he needs before
He
you go
definitely needs
anywhere.
counseling. He definitely needs counseling.
Like a real counselor, do it for a couple of games, then you come back, then you'll be all right. But
like a real counselor.
You that good in your head, you that good. Like nobody can tell me nothing. Pretty much, I'm a man. That's how he feels. He is that good. But,
yeah, and that's also his mindset. You can't tell him nothing. That's also his mindset too. You're right.
But maybe he's humble now after what happened this year. So maybe I don't know.
He hasn't shown it yet, but it's a hard thing to show. How do you prove that you'll do the right thing this time? You got to get that chance.
Because we on the podcast here, we talked about him almost the whole week, or like 10 weeks straight. We talked about
He was
him.
a segment. He was a segment, obligatory.
Yeah.
So we haven't heard anything of him lately. So maybe he's calming down.
Also,
we might need to reach back out to him. We might need to DM him again.
You can
hit him up, Myra. He didn't answer me.
You can.
He didn't answer you.
He'll listen to you. Trust me. He ain't listening to us.
Yeah. Hey, but I think also we still have material for it, but I think at one point we stopped kind of talking about it that much.
Just left it out.
I don't know. But all right, I think we got NFL good.
Yes, sir.
I was gonna say, I don't know if we have any other sports talk, like other sports, as in not basketball or football. But I have one thing. If y'all don't,
oh yeah.
Anything? No, I just wanted to say I got something. It's not show and tell, but I got my Royals jersey today. I actually had to break down and order the new Nike jersey, y'all. It's pretty dope.
Oh, nice.
Oh, they don't get the word this year?
I don't want my other teams to see this because I got a lot of side pieces, but this is my main piece right here. This is the closest one to my heart. So
turn around.
I don't. It's a blank one. It's a blank one.
That's the one that feeds you, huh?
Hey, speaking of that,
I hope I can wear it at some point.
Did you all see? Speaking of that, since Texas is going to open up, there was talks of the MLB possibly starting spring training in North Texas.
I didn't hear about this one.
Me neither.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there was talks about it. Let me give you guys a reliable source.
It'd be crazy though to move everybody there. It might be more dangerous. I don't know. It's weird too though how they're all split up. Like they were chosen they could go to their own home or they could go to their home city. So they're kind of spread out, I think, at this point.
North Texas considered for potential MLB quarantine game site. Was as per NBC. ESPN also put it out that the Rangers management feels North Texas could be an MLB hub if it went to if and when the regular season opens. And the reason they're looking at that is because of that new Rangers stadium, as well as there being a lot more things to do in North Texas than the previous site that they were talking about. So yeah, that was
Arizona.
Hey, don't hate on Arizona now.
Texas got to come in and flex real quick. That's
Arizona's pretty nice though.
I agree. I loved Arizona when I was up there, guys. I'm telling y'all, I'm coming back.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
To the Texas thing?
I think. No, I'm saying I don't know when they're gonna come back and play because I think this is the best spot to do it at.
Same.
Everything was here. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little warm here. It's more. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen, man. I don't know.
I agree. If it wasn't gonna happen in Arizona, I don't really see it happening somewhere else. We have
maybe later though.
Yeah, maybe later, but I just feel like we have so many stadiums for the 30 teams to play at. What better place than here?
And that league they was gonna do that league would have been dope.
Or
too,
Florida.
Man.
I'd have been trying to sneak in and peek through the fence like a little kid.
I was just gonna say that. Could you imagine all the teams here playing? Oh man.
I'll be standing on my car and stuff in the truck bed and stuff, trying to get a peek.
I'm sneaking in like that black cat did.
You see, Texas said just given the nature of the market, the proximity of a lot of the facilities, the quality of the facilities, the quality of not just baseball facilities, but the hotels in the area and other things that you need to kick off the MLB season. So it's thrown out there. It's thrown out there.
I was going to say there was this one thing I saw that was kind of interesting. They're talking about drive-at games, like kind of like the drive-in theater, but you would drive up like at the stadium and they'll have big screens outside of the stadium. You can watch the games that's going on inside. So you can feel like you're part of the game.
It'd be like Jurassic Park. That'd be dope.
Everybody will be in their own cars, so breathe their own air or whatever.
You know, the Raptors, their fans have their own little parking lot thing. How they be cheering and stuff.
Yeah.
Cowboys do too.
Exactly.
That would be dope.
But it'd be just cars, like
because I'm saying you can hear it. You're gonna hear us too. Like there's gonna be a big roar. You know what I'm saying? Home run. That'd be dope.
Yeah. Feel like you're a part of the game.
Yeah.
And you know what? One thing I completely forgot. I need to get you guys' opinion on this for NFL. Jameis Winston to the Saints. We didn't talk about that, did we?
Oh yeah, no, we didn't talk about that.
Third string though.
Third string.
I love it.
Taysom Hill.
Dude, but Taysom Hill's not gonna beat.
He ain't no backup. He's a switching on.
Winston in a real thing. Right.
He's not considered a quarterback.
Even though they paid him, they invested money into him. My thing is, look what happened with Teddy Bridgewater. He was the highest paid backup there. He went again last year. He stayed an extra year, made his money, and then he got a starting job. You think Jameis Winston can learn from Sean Payton?
But if you Drew Brees, how do you feel about that though? Like y'all
he's 42 years old.
Yeah,
he's 42 years old, so he's not going to play for that long.
Yeah,
he almost done. Jameis can just sit there and learn.
Yeah, and even then, Jameis Winston's contract is only a year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're just testing the water with him. It shouldn't be any type of threat to Drew Brees whatsoever. I mean, Drew Brees knows he's the man in NOLA, and with a 1-year contract, that's not a threat to me. Like, they're just trying to fill you out.
Drew's re-up was 2 years, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it's 2 years, right? All right.
I kind of feel like he should have retired, though. I still feel like that. I don't know why.
Because look, you had the Vikings, the Diggs thing happen. Then you had the Rams thing. After them two things, I'm done. I'm cool.
He wants to get.
Yeah. This was just put out by ESPN. It says Saints backup quarterbacks to Saints.
Hold on, we lost you.
It says Taysom Hill has completed 7 completions to Saints, and Jameis Winston has completed 10.
That's messed up.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
It makes sense.
That's a lot though, but they're in the same division too, so
yeah, I'm like over the last 9 seasons?
Well, they played twice a year.
So I'm saying
no, Jameis Winston hasn't been around that long, has he? Not 9 years.
No,
like 5 years.
Has it only been Has it only been 5 years?
No, he's young.
He's young.
Yeah. I know he's young, but I didn't think he came in that far after Cam. And
I would say at least 6. At least 6.
Okay.
I gotta look this up because what are we talking about?
Wait. We gonna make a bet? Hey, it's bedtime. Let's go.
Do it quick. I already got the answer, so y'all can make a bet.
Yeah, I'm looking at it too. You two make the bet.
2012, he was drafted. Is that what it says?
Really?
No. 2015.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's when he went. Yeah, he joined the Tampa Bay Bucks in 2015.
Look at that. What? Yeah, boy, hope that be cheating.
Watch. Let me show you. I'm sorry. I was trying to read too fast. You guys know I can't do all this. Right here. I was reading this. I was reading 2012.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I feel like it was longer than that. Maybe
I can't handle all this.
Too much.
He's young.
2015.
For some reason, I thought he'd been in the league longer.
He's been in the league 5 years.
That's what I'm saying.
He's only 26
he can
years
chill.
old.
Yeah, he can learn. And even still, even if it doesn't work out, if he just gets a little bit of experience and maybe he plays in like 1 or 2 games because they're blowing people out, then he might get a contract next year, go somewhere else.
That really is a good system for him to learn under.
Anything's better than the 30 picks.
Under Coach Payton and right behind Drew Brees, I think that's a good system for him to learn. Yeah, that was a cruel post by ESPN there. The utmost disrespect.
You know, they fishing right now. They fishing for content.
For sure.
All right, but then okay, so I think we're good though on other sports and on football, but I'm sorry that I forgot about that one earlier. Had to bring that back for sure. Okay, so next we have NBA talk though.
NBA.
And I gotta figure out a way
to segue into that. They're talking about the NBA as well, opening up some practice facilities so that players can start kind of practicing and working out again.
I think they canceled it
right
because Atlanta was going to be the first one. They told them they couldn't do it. They shut it down today, I think, or yesterday.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they shut it down.
Oh, damn. That was quick.
You know, it was the first day to open up, so it was like, nah, we're not doing that right now. So they've been real considerate. That's gonna be good though.
Yeah, I think they're rushing, man. I think they're rushing. I think they're anxious. I think what I saw something that said across all sports since March they've lost over $90 billion or something like that.
Whoa!
But
that's
you gotta remember, the majority of it was from the March Madness. March Madness lost a ton of money because of it. So a big chunk of that's coming from them. But I mean, but yeah, man, between TV deals, all the other stuff, like between basketball, baseball, March Madness, they've lost like $90 billion or something close to it.
Yeah, they basketball, they're not playing this year, so that's a wrap. I'm not looking forward to that. They ain't playing this year. It's over with. Because you see on the football, they're going to cancel the Pro Bowl. They'll have no bye weeks this year and something else. They're going to play straight through. So
it's going to be weird.
Then I know the NBA ain't playing this year. That's a wash already.
So you think there's going to be?
I think it'll be too late.
Huh?
You think there's going to be no playoffs? Like that's it?
Oh,
it's a wrap?
NBA is over with. It's over with. It's a wrap.
I think so too. And hockey.
Yeah,
because they haven't said nothing. They haven't came on and said nothing. They ain't playing this year.
So, I just saw that facilities are like pushing for them to be able to return by May 18th as well. Trevor says NBA is done this year, but doesn't start back by next month.
Yeah,
next month? Okay, mm-hmm. I agree with that. By next month. I kind of still feel right now.
There's no way they're going to play by next month. How are they going to do that? They ain't got nowhere to play yet. Ain't happening.
No, but we still have the month of May to like get cleared for.
That's not enough time.
You see, that's the thing, because Florida and Texas and Georgia have opened up. A lot of the teams are looking to go to those states that have opened up already to begin their season there. I mean, Texas and Florida have already also talked about entertaining NASCAR. So, I think the league will look at states who have moved forward with reopening. I agree with that, though. If we don't have anything by June, yeah, the season's a wrap.
They're going to start looking for spikes. They're going to start looking for spikes. So with all these states opening up, they're going to be looking for, with the states that are opening up, are we seeing more spikes in coronavirus, positive cases? And if they are, those states are probably going to re-close down again, and it's going to cause us to go into this even longer. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why I'm thinking it's a little too soon, because if this backfires on those states who are trying to open back up, we're definitely not going to see sports for very long.
I agree with that as well.
Football might even get postponed. They're trying to start on time right now, but you know what I'm saying? If we see some more positive cases in those states who are trying to open back up, it's going to be even a longer process.
Because the thing about it too, the final starts in June. So think about it. It's pretty much May right now. May's right now. So
Yeah.
2 weeks, it's not enough time to get prepared anyway. And then you got 2 more weeks. So you got to start playing. It ain't happening, man. You know, it ain't happening.
Gonna go back to best out of 3 or best out of 5 or whatever it was. Yeah.
But I really think what happened though, I'm not certain. I could clean it up next week. But I think what's happening is they ask the players, "Would you guys rather play with no fans or just wait till next year?" I don't want to play with no fans. I wait till next year to play. Like I don't want. I'm not doing it.
But Marcus, what if they said you're not getting no more checks if you don't play no more? Then would you care about the fans?
But I think
I'm just saying if they were like, you getting paid.
I love it. He thought about it first.
No, but what I was gonna say is you can't just tell me I'm gonna get paid. It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
If we have a game, if we got the game set up and you don't show up as a player, you're not getting paid. What are you talking about? It's not your choice. At the end of the day, if they tell you come to work and you don't go to work, you're not gonna get paid. You can't make the choice. You know what I'm saying?
You see, and even then, we have people in real life jobs, like hotel jobs and restaurant jobs that were furloughed. Like it wasn't their fault and they're not getting paid. So do we make an exception because these are professional athletes and they make multi-millions of dollars?
So what I'm saying about the fans part, you don't think fans play a big part of them getting money too? Like a whole arena field,
yeah,
but a lot of money coming in. You're not getting that money coming in anyway, right?
I agree, but that's going to make the TV contract even more lucrative because nobody can watch the game live, so everybody's going to be watching on TV.
Oh.
So ESPN, ABC, they're going to be paying top dollar. That's where the money's at. That's why they're trying to get these games on TV ASAP, whether there's fans or not.
But we at home, we can't buy jerseys, we can't buy hot dogs and pizza and
I got my Royals jersey.
We can make it happen. I'm telling y'all, we just did a drive-up parade. We can make it happen. Hot dogs, candy.
It ain't happening.
All at the crib.
That's crazy. It's
NFL,
crazy.
let's get ready, baby. Let's get ready, baby. The president went. They had to meet with all the commissioners, and he only said that football was going to happen. He ain't mentioning basketball. It ain't happening.
That's because he don't watch basketball. He only cares about football.
This is the same guy who told us to inject our bodies with disinfectant. So his credibility is out the door. Like.
But I want to touch back on one of Marcus's points too. He just said, if they asked the players on, would you rather, play with or without fans? But I'm thinking some of the players, especially the playoff ones, I think they want to play actually, because I think the Lakers window right now is now. I think the Lakers window is this year. So, you ask, LeBron and them, and LeBron, whatever LeBron says basically goes, was at least what it feels like. I feel like if he was like fans and no fans, like, yeah, we gotta get this ring this year.
But he's the only one that said that he wouldn't play without no fans, though.
Yeah, he was on record.
Speaking of the Lakers,
and he also came back like 2 days later and was like, well, I didn't really think it all the way through, and now that I have all the the information and whatnot, we can talk. So, but LeBron wishy-washy. He is wishy-washy as it goes.
Hey, speaking of the Lakers, did you all see that the Lakers applied for and received a $4.6 million federal loan? Okay, they did give it back. Okay, I understand that. They did give it back. But at the same time, the Lakers are like the second most valued sports team right behind the Knicks. Like their value is like $4.4 billion. So why the hell do you need to apply for a federal loan? I get it. They gave it back. Okay. Honor system, I guess. Good job. But why did you apply for it in the first place?
Because you can.
Just in case.
Because they were eligible.
I know. Just in case, I'm sure.
Listen.
I don't know. Like, to me, I think the thing is they were granted it, and they were eligible for it. Obviously, they applied and then they were given it. And then it's weird though, but they're like, they're gonna run out of money. So here, since the pot's empty, let us give it back. But it is kind of strange. But to me, I don't know. I can't count another person's pockets or know how to do business. They got to doing business somehow, and if they felt like they should go and do that, I don't know who I'm going to say because gotta
The
make payroll. They
Lakers
still gotta do
got
something.
stimulus before I got a stimulus, and I don't know if that's gonna happen. That's right, Trevor. They should have never gotten it in the first place. Thank you.
Hey, can we get Trevor's email and have him on the show? Cause he's
Yes.
I've talked to Ada about this already. Like I've talked about
Trevor's
us wanting to get some more people on the show. So yeah, I've been wanting to get him on for sure.
We could add one more person right quick. We should get him on here if he got a laptop or something.
It's up to you, Trevor. You let us know in the comments. Yeah, well, while we're thinking about that, though, one good thing, since we're not going to have NBA, per Marcus's report, is we have our SLAC simulator. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready. Let's get to it.
Marcus, you can't say nothing because you say we have no NBA. Your team loses by default.
No, this is all we have. This is all we have.
This is it.
New NBA.
This is it.
This is it.
All right. Are you guys ready?
I'll fold. Let's get it.
So, where should we go? East or West first?
Let's go West.
Play it?
Start West first.
Okay. So in the West, we got A-Dubs Lakers against Strizzy's Thunder. What do y'all think? I think the Lakers are gonna smash.
Oh man, I said this last week. I was like, I can't even be on board with my own team. All right, look, I'm gonna say it like this. You know what I'm saying? We grinded it out in the first round. Probably went 7 games with Utah. So we're feeling ourselves. So I think we get 1 game out of the Lakers. I think it's a gentleman's sweep, but I wholeheartedly think they get us in 5.
Maybe one of those home games. They got a little bit of a crowd, so maybe game 3.
They got a monstrous home crowd.
I'll let you slide with game 3.
I definitely agree with you all on that. The difference maker is going to be the home crowd. Oklahoma City Thunder's crowd is rabid. They'll definitely take 1 in Oklahoma City. But other than that, we all know where this is headed. They'll put up a fight, but they're going to come up short every night.
Yeah.
They'll take 1.
They're young. I think CP3 just, on the veteran side will kind of help them. He's got a lot of playoff. He's got a ton of playoff experience. Not always winning, but he's got a ton of playoff experience. I think he helps them sneak 1. And even in the game that they win, they probably win by like 2 last second shot, something like that. Like it's not going to be anything crazy. Not going to blow them out. But Lakers have tendencies for some reason of giving up certain things on like just defensively stuff like that. So I think they can sneak 1 in. Just 1, if 1.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right.
We know where this is going.
All right. So next, let's hit up that Myra's Clippers versus Marcus's Rockets.
Marcus?
Ladies first.
All right. Y'all know how hard this is for me because I am a Clippers fan and I'm a Rockets fan. Unfortunately, I say the Rockets go down in this round. I say they push it to 6 games. There's definitely going to be some animosity built between Russell Westbrook and Patrick Beverley. We'll definitely see shots fired back and forth between James Harden and Kawhi Leonard. But with that said, the depth of the Clippers bench is what's going to kill the Rockets. The Rockets don't have a true big man, and they've been doing okay playing small ball, but I don't think it's anything to match up against the inside presence, which the Clippers have. So I'm going to call this one Clippers in 6.
Well, I don't think the big man is going to be a problem in that series because the Clippers don't have a big man to me. So I don't consider Trez as a big man.
He's not even the starter.
Huh?
He's not even the starter. They got Zubac as the big man.
But Trez is their best big person. But I'm saying I don't consider him as a big guy. I'm like a big man because I don't think his game is dominant like that. I think his game is off rebounds, adrenaline like that. So I don't think he's like those guys gonna post down, we're big and go over. So that's not a big factor. The biggest factor is the 2 best players on each team, which is going to be Kawhi and Paul George, and then you got Russ and James Harden. James Harden don't show up in the playoffs, so it's going to be kind of pointless. And then you're going to have my favorite player in the NBA is Russ. And I think when Harden hides, he's going to try to force everything. That's going to kind of get him in trouble. And I think Paul George is not a threat really, but I think Kawhi's been there, done that. He's going to be the big factor. And like you said, the bench with you got Lou Williams on the bench and Reggie Jackson. Those guys are going to play real big, and they're gonna win a thing. I say they win in 5.
You call Clippers as well?
So Clippers.
Yeah. Clippers it is.
All right, so that's how the West was won. We'll get rid of the Thunder and the Rockets out of this graphic.
Whoa.
We'll make it happen.
Hey, I'm coming off. So you guys, Trevor's here, baby. Oh, you could put him on there. Oh, what happened?
He's the same.
There he is. Yo.
Oh.
All right, so that's how the West won.
Turn this off.
Trevor, say what?
What it do?
Hey, welcome to the show. What's good?
Same old shit. Just
we're
stare
just
at these
doing a SLAC
walls
simulator
every
real
day.
quick.
Hey, you got let him do the 2 picks too. You got to do the picks.
So Trevor, right now we're doing
All right,
Western
so yeah, Trevor.
right now. Who you got Western Conference if the playoffs were matched up right now? We got Lakers versus the Thunder, and then Clippers versus the Rockets.
I mean, if they were really happening, I'd have to take the Lakers. I'm a Thunder fan, but I don't think the Thunder have shit for the Lakers. That Clippers Rockets one stuff. I heard you as I was setting it up. Houston struggles. I don't know how I feel about the Clippers right now. That one's a toss up. I guess if I had to pick one, I'd probably have to go with Houston right now.
Oh,
look at that!
Slow stir in the pot.
All right.
I gotta ask you,
I like that.
Is it because but the Clippers have a nice little bench, and they, you know what I'm saying? So why would you give them the edge? I gotta kind of hear a little more on that one.
If the Clippers bigs can keep up with the small ball that Houston runs, I
Because the
think they'd
Rockets
be
are
running
winning
around
the
them.
series this year too. I think they 2-1 in the series too. I think, or 2-0. I don't know. I know they beat them twice this year though.
Maybe it's 2-1. Maybe it's 2-1.
Okay.
I think it's true. The small ball can work, but they just get tired though. I don't know if they could.
But I think if James Harden plays like he played during the season, they could beat them. But I don't think he hasn't proven he's a playoff guy. So that's the only reason why I wouldn't pick them over the Clippers.
Well, that's funny. I feel like James Harden's only kryptonite is the Warriors, though. He gets through everybody else. It's just the Warriors. He
But that's only the first or second round. He ain't got past second round yet.
Yeah, the second round is where he struggles.
Not with the Rockets, he hasn't, but he has with my Thunder. and that year,
if only they kept it together.
Yeah, he carried that second unit. But to be fair, he was playing against the second unit. But
if he would have averaged at least 10 or 12 against the Heat in the finals, they could have beat them. But he disappeared. He played great against the Spurs.
Everybody disappeared.
He won.
Yeah, no.
Finals, I'm like,
we
James
got to
Harden,
the
where you
finals
at?
and then shut down. Like that was the end goal. Just getting there, not winning. It was bad.
They were kids, though. You know what I'm saying? They were kids, though. And I think, too, at that point in time, KD and LeBron were working out together in the summer and stuff. So, like, LeBron exactly. He just had KD's – he was in his head. You know what I mean? It was like, I know you. I know your moves. Like I said, KD respected him too much at that point in time. Now it's a totally different story.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, and the funniest thing to me is that was LeBron's first one, right? So, like, KD had all this respect for him, but he hadn't even won one yet. So, it was weird. It's like they got there and they were like, oh, man, we're too early.
Right.
Hey, just to clean up real quick on that Clippers-Rockets matchup. In this 2019-2020 season, they have seen each other 4 times, and they've each won a pair. So the Rockets took 2, and the Clippers took 2.
It's going
each one of those games, they've been.
Myra tried to hit you with them facts.
You know what? Numbers don't lie.
For the record, we ain't actually all that. We moved on. So
He had to play defense.
Listen, Marcus, I had to reel that back in because Trevor said he would go with the Rockets. In real life, this is very tough for me because these are my 2 teams. But in this hypothetical simulation, we were going to address the facts, Marcus.
All right, let's go to the East, though. Let's go to the East.
Let's do it.
We got Myra's Raptors versus A-Dub 76ers. So Ladies first. Myra, what do you think?
Oh man, y'all always use this ladies first stuff. Like,
I'll go first. I don't care. Then I just was raised right. That's all.
I appreciate the chivalry, but at the same time, like, let me hear what you got to say.
So I think that honestly, in this matchup, it would be a good matchup. The Raptors are playing way better than I thought they would this year, and the 76ers are not playing up to potential. But if this was like a hypothetical COVID break and they had come back and gone and done this tournament in Vegas or whatever, I'm going with the 76ers in this matchup. I just think overall the talent would win out. So that's what I would do. But I am kind of partial to 76ers, but I think Embiid are too good to not succeed. They're going to eventually figure it out. And last year they were a Kawhi triple bounce 3 away from the Eastern Conference Finals. So I think this year they make it.
I would say the 76ers would really have to come out of this COVID break playing top-notch basketball. With that said, the Raptors, despite losing weapons last year, from last year to this year, they have come in this year and played with some unmatched swagger and confidence. When push comes to shove, I really think that the Raptors would still take it even against the 76ers. I kind of feel like the 76ers fall apart in playoff positions. So I'm going to call the Raptors in this. If you look at NBA playoff simulations, they even had the Celtics versus the Raptors.
This is the SLAC simulator.
So
this is SLAC simulator. This ain't no other simulator.
Your 76ers wouldn't even have made it past the Celtics.
Damn. By someone else's calculations, not mine. All right, we got 3 people here. We need a tiebreaker. So we got 1 on each side. So if you want to go top to bottom or however, what's it going to be?
Go ahead, Marcus. Who you got? Raptors or 76ers?
Oh, I'm going to take the Raptors.
Strizzy, Raptors, 76ers.
I got to agree. I got to go with the Raptors. Y'all already know.
Man, y'all lame, man.
Hey, Ben Simmons.
I want to hear Trevor.
I feel like
I got the Raptors too, man. Come on.
There we go.
What were they? They were like 40 some odd and some team figure in losses this year. And that was with,
hey, but
I think
don't
Marc
let the
Gasol
sauce
was out
you.
for a while. Van Vliet was in and out. Like, come on.
Their record is always inflated in the regular season. People got to go all the way up there and play them. People want to party in Toronto. Man, Kyle Lowry ain't that guy. Kawhi's gone. They gonna fall apart. No way, man. No, I don't know. Okay, I gotta go with it. That's y'all call. I lost this one, but man, the 76ers, man, they're too good to look this bad.
I agree.
I admit defeat.
I'll give you that one. That's not wrong right there.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with you on that last statement for real.
Hey, on this next one, I'm gonna give my my pick to Trevor. I don't know anything about the Bucks, so I'm gonna let him take that one. I'll be the tiebreaker if you need it. So you can have that one, Trevor.
All right,
Trevor, you got the Bucks, and you're versing off of Strizzy with the Heat. So, what's your argument for the Bucks?
Let's let Trevor know he's really passionate about his Heat. Like he thinks
I know.
coach is the best coach ever.
And also,
Trevor knows.
Also, I am gonna set a timer. For when Strizzy goes. We got to make sure we keep him down when he talks.
We made it.
Yeah.
Hey, for the record, we've known each other since elementary school, so this is my longtime friend. So he already knows how I feel about the Heat.
Okay. Oh, both of them today. What's up?
Oh yeah.
Bye. We got shirts on.
Oh, I know, right? Dang.
Wow.
All right, I'm gonna try to sign this.
Let's hear it.
So Miami still factoring Tyler Herro being hurt. Is this including that?
Nah, so we're basically hoping that the playoff time allowed players to get healthy because Ben was out with back issues but we're saying he's healthy too.
Full strength, both sides.
Yeah, full strength, both sides. So with this, I think honestly, in my opinion, I think this might be one of the best series of the Eastern Conference playoffs in general. These teams played each other really, really hard this year. I think Miami is the only team who's beaten the Milwaukee Bucks twice this season. And the last time that they played them, they spanked them. The in my opinion, they're a better defensive team. Milwaukee has the edge, I think, offensively. But when they put that zone defense on them, they could not move. They slowed Giannis down, and I think without Giannis, that team doesn't get past Miami. So I think I'm saying Miami in 7, but I think that Milwaukee really has to find a way to keep Giannis going in order to win this series. And Giannis is best when he's in transition, and if we slow them up in half court, he becomes less a threat. And if we can hold him to, I think it was 13 points the last time we played in Milwaukee, I think Miami takes this one. But I think it's a really good series.
It's a lot of ifs.
I'd say those are big if statements. If I was rolling without if statements, I unfortunately got to go with Milwaukee on that one. But when they were playing Giannis, who was covering him? Was it Bam? Like, what were they doing? What were they scheming on him?
It was Bam.
It was all Bam.
Yep. Bam's a monster. You know it.
He is a monster.
He's nice.
Yeah. No, I still got to favor the Bucks. If I'm just looking at a pure strength of team side by side, I think I got to go with the Bucks.
Yeah,
and that's hoping that Bam is able to repeat shutting down Giannis over and over again. At least 4 games. And I don't think that happens. I think after 1 or 2 games, especially playing them back to back, that's the difference in doing it over the course of the season. You can do something and have that same bag of tricks a couple weeks down the road when you see them again. But when you're seeing them tomorrow or the next day, they see exactly what you did to shut you down. They go back to the drawing board, and then it becomes less player ability and more coach ability too. What do you do to move that ball into the right spot? If Giannis can't do it, whose hand do you put it into, or where do you put him to get it? So I think over the course of its series, I think the Bucks take it.
One thing too I was going to say about this series as well is I don't even know if this series really comes down to their stars, and Jimmy and Giannis. I think for me, like on the Milwaukee side, because I enjoy watching Milwaukee play too. Like I love Giannis. But I think it comes down to the play of Bledsoe for them. If they don't get good point guard play, I think they really, really struggle. Whereas we don't, our guards are really good and been good all year. But I think they need really good point guard play, especially since they no longer have Brogdon as well, since Brogdon's in Indiana. So I think to me, like this would be one of the better series of Eastern Conference. I'd actually really like to see this one. This would be dope.
Yeah, and I'd like to see Middleton and Butler. I'd like to see that.
That'd be nice too. That would be dope.
And the Bucks are big though, man. They got a big team. The 2 Lopez brothers, that's a big team, man. And Middleton is not small either. So that's a big team.
Yeah. But Jimmy is what, 6'?
I'm with the Bucks.
What is Jimmy? Let's look it up.
6'7".
Jimmy is like 6'7".
Maybe, yeah.
6'7".
He's pretty tall, but
6'7".
Yep.
Same size as Wilson.
But still,
that doesn't mean much.
He's taller than that, isn't he?
Like 6'6", but he's like 7 foot. So
is it Middleton like 6'10"? Or no?
Middleton 6'7".
Yeah, I was like,
that's like taller than that.
Nah, about the same size.
Dang, Jimmy is kind of big. I didn't think that was like that.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of is.
He got some height on him.
Okay. All right, let's break this up, though.
Yeah, Marcus, what's your thoughts on this? You taking the Bucks in Miami?
I like the Heat, man. I like the Heat, but
come to the dark side, fam.
Okay, I'm gonna say the Heat. But the only reason I'm gonna say the Heat is Jimmy has to average 35 a game for them to win, though. He can't have less than 35 a game.
Jimmy ain't gonna average 35 a game.
That ain't gonna happen. Okay, so I'm with the Bucks. I'm with the Bucks as well. So Myra, you're gonna have to be the tiebreaker.
Oh, it's 2-2. I'm gonna be the tiebreaker. With all due respect to Spoelstra and the toughest nails Miami Heat, I don't think their roster is as talented as the Bucks. They're a young team. It's not this year. I'm gonna call the Bucks on this one.
Yeah.
There we go. Bye, Miami.
You're still on the rise, though.
I'm returning all y'all Christmas gifts. No, it's fine.
Hey, man, on your side, man. Keep my gift.
Except Marcus, yeah, yours doing the mill, fam. That would be a legit series, though. I think that would whole series would be really, really legit. I don't see that one ending early at all.
Yeah, I really think that one is going to extend the course of the series. And I think all of the games are going to be within single digits. It's going to be such a tough matchup, especially with the way they played them during the season. But of course of the series, I don't think Miami's talent matches the Bucks' talent. So that's the reason I would go with the Bucks. But it would be a great series to watch.
Agreed.
Cool. All right, so I'm gonna stop sharing this. It might go crazy. I don't know what it's gonna do with the
I'm gonna come
5-screen
off.
panel.
I come off. So when he goes back,
Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does.
Let's
Yeah.
see what happens. Hey!
Oh, no.
Oh, there we go.
Big screen.
oh, okay, pretty cool.
Yeah, baby. We can add one more too, probably
Hi,
over
Mom.
there.
Hey, I gotta ask you though, Tyler, what kind of
Let's
mic
put you on
use?
the big screen real quick.
Nobody needs to see that. Man.
Let's talk to our boy.
I'm looking rough.
Also,
No.
he got okay. Your mic sounds good. I was wondering what kind of mic you had, Tyler.
It's just a Blue Yeti. I used to use it for streaming video games and stuff through Twitch.
Oh, okay, cool.
My goodness.
Yetis are nice.
Dude, they pick up everything though. Like, I would probably not buy it again. I would go condenser or something like that if I was going to go another microphone and just set up like a soundboard through an XLR, because this thing, like literally everything. If Jamie like trips in the kitchen on the other side of the house, you'll hear it like she did it right here.
That's dope.
That's what's up, though. We appreciate you jumping in. Do you want to say anything real quick? State your allegiances or anything like that?
I mean, one's right here. It's kind of upside down, but I am a San Diego Chargers fan, not a Los Angeles Chargers fan. Fuck the LA half of that. Part of me died when they left San Diego, and I was glad someone went and egged the building the morning after, because I would have done it if I was still there. I'm a San Diego boy, so I got my Chargers, my awesome Padres, and then I used to be a Supersonics fan, so that's not why I now got the Thunder.
I got one question too.
Cool.
How do you feel about Phillip going to coach? Did that hurt you too?
It hurt, but the Chargers weren't doing anything to help him win. Like, we haven't really addressed our line problems. Finally this year we actually brought in some linemen, which it's like 1 year too late. Before Keenan Allen, who was he throwing it to? Denario Alexander, a bunch of really no-name wide receivers. We couldn't retain any good players. Like, they never put him in a position to win. So now that he went to the Colts, where there's a lot of weapons, they have a stout line, a good defense, I would be ecstatic if he won there.
Wow.
What do you think about Tyrod Taylor? You think they really want to go with him full time or what?
They say that it's going to be competition, and Tyrod is currently slated as a starter. I haven't seen enough of Justin Herbert. I didn't watch it. So I don't know too much of what he's bringing to it. I like Tyrod. I don't think Tyrod ever really got a real good chance. He didn't really get much of a shot in Buffalo, kind of the same problems that Rivers had. He didn't have a team. I think Watkins was gone by that time. Robert Woods was gone by the time that he took over the reins there. So who was he throwing to? Nobody. I'd like to see him have a chance at it. I mean, especially the way our offense plays, we need a quarterback that can run for his life, and that was never Rivers. So it'll be fun to see someone with wheels actually do it. But I mean, he gets the ball downfield with ease. He's got a huge target in Mike Williams. Keenan Allen's a sharp route runner. He throws it. And I'm not going to compare him to Mike Vick because he doesn't quite have that velocity. But man, he puts heat on it. I think it'd be fun to watch him play. But also want to see the competition with the rookie. But I also wouldn't be opposed to, kind of like how it was with Rivers and Breeze, bring in the rookie, let him learn behind him, and then transition.
Yeah.
Don't just throw him to the wolves right away, because that's worked out so well for so many others like Sam Darnold and Manziel, Baker. I mean, look at all these quarterbacks that came out with talent from college,
right?
They're getting slaughtered.
Quarterback almost ever.
Yeah, and now Sam Darnold's the laughingstock, seeing ghosts. Like, look how well that worked out.
See, do y'all put a lot of stock in that? Because like Troy Aikman, he only won one game his rookie year, and then he came right back. Like, do you think they can player, or do you think if they're a tough player, like they're not going to have that affect their psyche? Anybody?
I feel like a lot of it's mental. I feel like a lot of it's mental at first. You're young, you're just coming in. You know how to play the position. You're a quarterback. You've been a quarterback your entire life. So I think a lot of it's more mental than it is physical, because you know how to play the game, but you have to get used to how much faster it is. if you don't know how to read a defense in college, you have to learn how to read a defense in the pros. You got, when you're in high school and you're in college, you're used to your number one receiver, your number one running back being super fast. Maybe one linebacker is really, really quick, but in the league, man, the starting linebacking core all run 4.5s now. Some run 4.4s. Your cornerbacks are running 4.2s, 4.3s, 4.4s. So it's so much faster now. So I think it's so much more mentally, in my opinion. Like, can you get over the hump mentally, not just physically? Because we know you can throw. We know you've got the big arm. You got there for that reason. But can you do it mentally is my biggest thing. So if you can get past that.
Can you be a game manager? That's
always been my thing with the quarterback position. Do they have the in between the ears? And that's the biggest thing. It's the mental. Do you understand your playbook? Can you read defenses? Like Strizzy said, the league is so much faster. Your line is always so much bigger. And hopefully you're put in a position where you have a solid line in front of you to give you that time. But the biggest thing for me is the in between the ears. It's definitely mental.
But at the same time, too, that division ain't that strong. All you got is the Chiefs. You got the Raiders ain't doing so well, the Broncos. So I think you got a chance, So that division, I think you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the defense is nasty
right now for the Broncos.
Yeah, they did give him some weapons, but I don't know. Yeah. I think, though, the Chargers defense is nasty. Derwin James, too, is a beast, man. When he's healthy, he's monster.
Yeah, and that's the problem with health. People got to stay healthy. I don't know what's going on with our trainers, but people do not stay healthy.
Oh, no. There's a lot of distractions in LA, too.
Yeah, one of my favorites to go far last year, just because of how well the defense played 2 years ago. They were so monstrous, and I was thinking like last year, it's like they're only going to build from up, or they're only going to go forward. But just health on the defensive side really hurt them.
Yeah, I mean, we started off the season with no Derwin James, we had no Melvin Ingram. We were just hurting. I think Bosa missed some time or was in and out. It's hard to keep track with everyone. It's just.
And I had said something earlier in the year. I said I wouldn't have paid Eckler. I would try to keep Melvin Gordon. Would you have done that? Or are you happy with Eckler?
I'm ecstatic with Eckler. I like his play. I like his drive. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the years that we had with Melvin Gordon and what he brought and stuff. It just, I don't know what he wanted in comparison to how he played. Like he wanted Gurley money while playing like, I don't know, it's someone in like a B class. Like I wouldn't have put him in that A class or S tier of money. I don't think he was worth that much. So if they could have got him onto a contract more worth his value, then I would have stayed behind it. But if he's really trying to pursue that much money, then I'm happy with what Eckler provided. I liked what we had with Justin Jackson behind him. I like who we just drafted, what we pulled out. I think we're going to be good at run.
Yeah.
And I like Eckler. He's dynamic. It's what Gordon brought was being able to catch, being able to run, be able to between the tackles outside. I think Eckler can do that same thing in a more compact shell. And he's proven that he can take the hits, man. He got walloped in those first 6 or 7 games before he came back, and he still was just pounding.
He was still the better back, yeah.
And then even with his timeshare limited snaps, he got about half of the snaps that Gordon did, and he did just as much, if not more.
Gordon messed up the whole rhythm. He really kind of did.
He really did.
I honestly blame the last half of the season to him coming back. We were in a swing. There was a rhythm. Things were going, and then it just derailed.
Well,
I don't know if it's like locker room.
He came back, man. He tried.
I don't know.
He tried to give up the ball. That's what he tried to do.
I think it's more like how the coaches handled his return. It wasn't really his fault. They just didn't handle the transition properly, and it just didn't work.
They put him in immediately. They basically, as soon as he came back, he was starting again. You had no idea what kind of condition he was in. I agree with you. I think the coaching staff didn't handle it correctly. Eckler still should have been the starter for at least the next 2, maybe 3 games, as you insert Gordon back into the offense. But I don't think he should have been the starter right out the gates like that.
Yeah,
they mishandled that.
All right. Well, I think we got to know Trevor a little bit. Definitely got to know that he's savvy with his stuff. You know what I'm saying? He knows what's going on. So I think we'll move on to our last segment, though. You can play along with us. We're going to do this or that. So does anybody do y'all who wants to go first? Can we say ladies first? I guess we can't say that.
Absolutely. On this,
Chivalry's dead, homie.
ladies first.
Myra killed it. Okay, let's do it.
All right, this or that. Would you rather win the World Series or the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl. That's the biggest game of the year. Duh. It's one game.
Yeah.
Okay.
But would I rather have baseball money or NFL money is different
No,
too.
she didn't say that. She didn't say that.
I
Yeah.
know,
She said World Series. or Super
No.
Bowl.
The world.
Changing our this is or that.
How will we win in the
Oh,
World Series? Are we sweeping the World Series? Because if we're sweeping the World Series, I'll take that. But if it's going to 7, I'll just take the Super Bowl and be done.
I always want to change it too.
That's true too. Yeah.
The World Series is very rare to win. It's hard. Like you can have the best team and still not win. So the World Series is pretty dope too. Question.
I agree with that.
But I still say Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Also,
I gotta go with the Super Bowl too.
I would definitely say the Super Bowl too. Something about just playing in the Super Bowl. Something about
Yeah.
playing in the Super Bowl is absolutely amazing. And like you said, it's the biggest game, heard around the world. So definitely, I would want to win the Super Bowl.
The entire world is watching that moment.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And then with
And you get to go to Disneyland.
the halftime shows like Shakira and J-Lo, like that just made the Super Bowl that much better.
I'm actually going to piggyback off of Myra's this or that question. So, Olympic gold medal or a sports championship? So regardless, so like depending on whatever sports you play, so a gold medal or a sports championship?
Sports.
Gold medal, baby.
I'm going with gold medal. I
Gold medal.
hold it down for
Y'all
my
Carmelo
country
Anthony.
against all the other countries. Going for that gold.
Not no Winter Olympics either. Summer Olympics,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, Summer Olympics for sure. We get that out there.
I would say a sports championship. Like just piggybacking off of this, would I rather win the Super Bowl or a gold medal? Like I'd rather win the Super Bowl.
Gold medal. The world is watching. That's big Super Bowl.
And you're beating up the rest of the world to do so. You're not just beating up your other
Come on, Myra.
people in your country. Like you're taking down other countries along the way. And then I guess you can get more into it. Do you want to win a team award or do you want to win a me award?
Well, is that your this or that?
Well, I mean, I guess if we're piggybacking that, do you want to win a solo gold medal or do you want to win
Solo all day. I don't want to share mine. Solo all day.
Wow.
Would you rather bring a team with you and have that group accolade, or would you rather just be me?
I don't want no bobsled. I'm all about I want one about myself. No bobsled.
There's an iron win, right? There's an iron win, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, Obi, there's a ME and me. We're in team.
Yeah, it's a me.
Yeah, there's a me and team.
You see, that was my question, because if we're talking about you see, we always change this or that. If we're talking about gold medal or a sports championship, okay, back to what Trevor just said, is it like an individual or is it like team? When it comes to that, I would rather win the NBA finals than win a gold medal in basketball, because we know the best basketball players come from the United States.
We just got mopped. I'm just playing.
We know the best basketball players typically come on a normal day.
I'm living my dream days.
We win gold medal in basketball, and then like the next Olympics we send like our B team and they get beat, and then the next time it comes around we send our A team again and we just completely mop everybody. So next Olympics, when it does happen, I know it's been postponed for right now, but we should take the next gold for basketball. That's for sure.
We going there, man. I'm gonna go with this. Do you want the dream team or the redeem team?
Ooh, Al.
Because the redeem team,
That hurts.
they coming out with a documentary too. So who you
Dwayne
taking?
Wade producing it.
I would have to take the Redeem team only because of my awareness of the sport, and those are like my I watched closer. But the Dream Team is dope, and I remember I had this puzzle I did with my grandpa, and it had the whole Dream Team. We put it all together, and it was all legends. So that's a dope team too. But I have to go with Redeem Team because Kobe was on it, and he had to tell him what to do.
He won it for him too. Because without
Yeah, he
Kobe,
did.
they don't win that.
Right? He was like, "Yo, are y'all kidding?" So I gotta go with Redeem Team, Kobe.
I'll take it.
I like the Redeem Team as well, kind of for the same reason. You know, Dwayne Wade's my dude, and he actually came off the bench for the Redeem Team and led the team in scoring. So Redeem Team for me. The Dream Team kind of, it starts everything. You know, we love it. Michael Jordan, Magic, all those guys, but Redeem Team kind of who we actually grew up with when we had a better understanding of the way basketball works.
Speak for yourself, man. You young as y'all.
Yeah, not that much older than me, Marcus.
I'm just playing. I don't know how y'all take Redeem Team over the Dream Team. I don't understand what y'all doing.
No,
MJ.
I'm sitting here like, what?
We talking about MJ, Scottie Pippen, Karl Malone. We talking about John Stockton, Magic, Larry Bird. Like they not the Redeem Team not beating them. I know you got Kobe, but you're not beating.
Wait, was it
Patrick?
Wait, was the question who's gonna win or who do you like better?
No, who you take? Who you take? You took the. I'm just saying. I don't know how you would take the Redeem Team. That's all I'm saying.
Who do you take? Like, no, you're saying who do you take? Like in a matchup, who would win, or who do you like better?
No, who you like? Like who you like? Like you picked.
Yeah, I like
Kobe.
Redeem Team.
I'm saying. I just.
Yeah.
I
thought you were saying like who would win in the game.
Oh, we know Dream Team would win.
The Dream Team would win, but I like. But I'm saying I watched every Redeem Team game. Like I didn't watch every Dream Team game.
Well, yeah, because
so I guess that's the difference for me.
1992. I mean, for the most part, we're
all 5 years old.
But,
diapers.
Same thing. Like, okay,
sure, that could still be the same.
We did watch the Redeem Team, and we do know who they are. But when we look at the Dream Team's roster, I'm going with the legends, no matter what. We had Patrick Ewing, Larry Bird, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, Clyde
Robinson, Clyde Drexler,
Carl Malone, John Stockton, Charles Barkley,
everybody but Isaiah Thomas.
Yes, not Isaiah.
Everybody but Isaiah, basically. That's all.
He was just talking about that when he was here today too.
I'm going with the legends on this one. Do I like the Redeem Team? Yes, but if I gotta go with the Dream Team or the Redeem Team, I'm going with the legends. They were stacked.
Yeah, no, I take the Dream Team all day just because I liked basketball better then. I think basketball was a better sport. I think modern basketball kind of kills me nowadays.
Thank you. These young kids would never know real basketball. I feel bad for them. They would never know real basketball.
I agree, though. But all they do is watch Instagram.
They think this is real basketball. I'm like, you kidding me right now? Like, you can't even argue with those guys.
Jordan would average 50. Like, you look at the third and fourth episode, he was getting pummeled by Detroit. Like, dog, like, you can't breathe on somebody nowadays without getting a foul call. So, that's why I always say, like, Jordan could play in any era. He could play in this era, too. The only difference is he'd average 20 at the free throw line, 25 at the free throw line.
Am I wrong right here? I got a big argument. It was like a big debate with this young guy. He's like 19. He said that 2018 Warriors with Durant on there would beat the 98 Bulls. And I was like, dude, you had Ron Harper at point. He's holding Steph Curry. You got Jordan is gonna be holding Clay. You got Scottie Pippen on Durant.
Pippen handled Durant.
Like, come on, man. Like, are you serious right now?
And ain't nobody worried about Nobody worried about Draymond. But you're right, man. I completely agree. Because Scotty, KD's gonna get his, but Scotty's gonna hound him from the second he gets the ball down court. Like, he's gonna have him the entire way, the same way he did Magic for their first, second title. Like, that's exactly what they're doing, man. And
I think Steph will get a little bit, but Ron Harper was a good defender too at the same time. So I just think on the other side, you got to hold Pippen and Jordan too. So I don't know how that's gonna go.
Keep Rodman off the boards, which sure as shit ain't happening.
You can't do that.
No. Who was playing five for the Warriors that year?
Huh?
Who was playing five for the Warriors that year?
Dude, the big head.
Was it?
He has a real big head. He played for the Atlanta Hawks at one time too. He started the P.
Oh, Zaza Pachulia?
Zaza, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
He stepped under Kawhi, right?
So Luke Longley gonna be you.
Yeah, no. Rodman's walking all over them.
Yeah, Luke Longley's a big body for Zaza. Luke Longley was a big body, man.
And then you got Tony Kukoc out the bench too. Come on, man. And Steve Kerr. Come on, man.
No, I agree. I think you're right. I think you were right in that argument. I'm sure you put him in his place. But
everybody do that, this and that. Did you do one, A-Dub?
No, I didn't do one yet. Did you do one yet? I got one. Mine is kind of a question about like collections. So I've been going through like a lot of shoes lately. I've been trying to get rid of kind of see what I have and really take good inventory. But I was curious to see what y'all think about this, because I destroy like everything. Basically, like anything I use, it ends up getting destroyed somehow. So are you the type of person where you like keep it pristine, or do you just use it and say screw it? Like, are you wearing your shoes, or are you protecting them, keeping it in the box? You know, are you bringing your toys out the box, or are you like keeping your stuff like and just staring at it? Like, what kind of person are you?
The way I grew up, I didn't have a lot, so we had to take care of what we had. So I'm the type of person, I get something new, I take care of it. Like some of these boxes behind you still had shoes that not even wore yet. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna take care of my stuff, let it last a little longer.
You're a preserver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
I kind of think
Trevor, what?
I kind of think it depends on like what age you are, because for me, I'm the same way. Like I like to take care of my stuff so it lasts longer. Then again, my closet is insane. So for me, I would say I'm gonna wear it, but I'm gonna take care of it. I wish my children had that same mindset, but they don't. Like I buy them really nice things, and by the time I look at it, I'm like, damn, like those shoes are gone. Like, so I kind of think it depends on your age. But for me, I'm pretty conservative on things that I own. I want them to look nice. Like I have J's that I pull out that people are like, damn, those look brand new. So yeah, I like to take care of my stuff.
I'm like in the middle. I take care of my stuff. Same thing like Marcus. I grew up, I didn't have a lot of things. So when I got something nice and new, I tried my damnedest to keep it that way. And I'm still that way with like vehicles and stuff like that. But I'm also of the opinion that you should use it. Like I have a truck. I go off-roading in it. I've probably pushed it through some stuff that I shouldn't have. And, you know, I have the fiance that reminds me that I have to drive it home. But at the same time, you know, I bring it back, I clean it out, I take care of it. It looks pristine and everything still. So I flirt with that border. It's not a this or that for me. That's like, I think you can do both, and you really should do both. Like I know people that have like collectors' cars and they'll never drive them. So it's like, why have this beautiful car and it just sits there and you never drive it? You just look at it. I don't get that.
I agree with that sentiment when it comes to vehicles. Like, because even with my vehicle now,
well, I'm like that with shoes too. So I don't know, man.
even with my, we're like, oh my gosh, that's so nice. You should get like a 4-cylinder and drive that one on the weekends. I'm like, then what's the point of having it? Like, I want to pull up to a light and be able to step on it and just feel the power. Like, what would I want to leave it in my garage for? So I feel that.
Too fast, too furious.
Yeah, I'm kind of too fast to arrested. Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle. Definitely take care of my things. I think everything I buy, I still have a box for. Whether that's electronics, shoes, whatever the case may be. Like, I always keep the boxes and everything like that. But I think for me, like for example, say shoes wise, y'all know me, man. I'm super active. So like there are times where I'll buy 2 pair of the same shoes, one to hoop in and one to, you know, rock out when I'm at a bar or something, or you know, whatever the case may be. So I'm kind of both. You know what I mean? Like, when it comes to shoes, like I definitely use them. But then I also try my best with all my damnedest to, you know, keep them in a great shape to the point when I'm out, they look brand new. So I don't know. They definitely get used, that's for sure.
Hey, Dub, sitting in a room,
Yeah, I think
those boxes. How do you feel?
Hey, you know, I got my pops and stuff. They just haven't made it into the new house yet. They're still up in the closet.
that's what's up.
Just give it time.
Nice.
But
no, I mean, I try to take care of my stuff, but I end up destroying everything.
What was that?
I was saying, Trevor, you have any kids?
No kids.
So yeah, so you and A-Dub, when the kids come in, that stuff is done. I don't care what you say.
So right.
It's high enough. They're not going to get to it.
Keep it high enough, out of the little arm's reach.
Even then, they'll sit under that thing and stare at it and cry until you break it down.
They can stare and cry all they want.
You said no. I said the same thing. You're gonna be like, oh,
Kids will
learn.
I always say Trevor's black by affiliation because when he says like, he didn't grow up with much and had like them real hard-nosed, strict parents, like Trevor's dad is no joke. So Trevor, more than anybody, that I know who is on the Caucasian ethnicity side, knows a lot about punishments and getting that ass whooped. So when it comes to saying no to his kids, I'm sure he'll be all right with that for sure.
Yeah, and just so y'all know, I did 23andMe. It said I'm 1% African American, so I fit in. Sign me up.
Your card is in the mail.
Your
card is in the mail. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of that,
I just bought this truck cash.
Speaking of punishment, because I am by myself and I'm raising 2 boys, I do believe in punishment as well, and I get the belt. So my kids were wilding today, and I told one of them, I said, if you keep on wilding, I'm going to whoop you with the belt. And so I crack jokes about everything. So I'm like, go get me my Gucci belt, so after I whoop you, you can walk back and sing Gucci Gang. And my son was so offended. Like, how dare you say that?
That's a new covert way to tell them, you about to join the Gucci Gang. Keep playing.
Right. Too, like when you send a child to go get what you're gonna whoop them with, that's the worst feeling ever.
When you be going to get it, like, oh no, walking so slow.
Yo, this shit's really happening.
You're holding it like
you're taking it
like it's oh man.
My dad used to make us pick which one we wanted to get whooped with. That was hard. I was like,
for me though, I was really lucky because my parents had it rough like that. And then for me, they passed it down, but they only had to do it like once. I was like, okay, I learned my lesson real quick.
Never again.
So I didn't really play around. I respected my parents. So,
dude, Mexican parents are no joke. Like, they would make us like kneel on bottle caps, on like bricks, and hold hands. Like, when people talk about punishment, I'm like, you have no clue. Like, Mexican parents are OD.
Yeah, fortunately, I got a bit of that from my
that's too much.
Parents too. His mom didn't play around.
I know, right?
She's like, I'll beat you and your friends.
Exactly. I was like her kid by default as well. That I was not exempt.
You can get these hands too.
So that's how it should be. It takes a village, right?
Okay. His hands are ready
right,
for everyone.
Marcus. Yeah. Wait, I think so. Did everybody do their this and that? This or that?
Yeah.
Marcus, did you do yours? Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, his was
Wait,
the
Trevor, did you do what you wanted to?
Yeah, no, that works for me. The single accolade or team accolade, that works for me.
Okay. All right then. So I think with that brings us to our final say. But I did want to do something special real quick.
You're frozen.
Stuff, but
like spell my name correctly on the ticker, maybe. That'd be pretty special.
Oh,
you got the O in there, happened? Man.
On the ticker.
You got the O in there.
Oh man, my bad. Let me fix
correctly in the ticker.
He's doing that his whole life too.
What's funny is I looked for it right away and I saw it and I was like, I'll bite my tongue.
My name is Myra, and people always call me Maria, and I'm like, oh, it's Myra. They're like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, whatever. I could never get my name on the little keychains at the gas stations.
Oh yeah, no. I had one of those license plates.
Oh yeah,
the
never
California ones. It was Trevor, and I just had to live with it.
Yeah, my name got me out of a lot of trouble. Got me out of tickets and stuff because of 2A. So I would go into court. And they were like, I'm like, sir, I don't know. It's not me. I don't know what happened. My name was spelled with 2 A's. They had one like, oh, we're so sorry. All right, I'm out.
They'll do it. They won't do it. Yeah.
It worked. I'm like, I don't know why I got this in the mail. I don't understand who this is.
Because if they,
not me.
If they make any mistakes on there, the whole thing is invalid. So that's pretty gangster.
Yeah,
but I'm sorry about that, Trevor. I was so focused on putting the say what. I was so focused on the say what that I messed it up. No, but I was just gonna say real quick, even though I know you don't like this, I was gonna say happy birthday, Marcus, for tomorrow. Everybody on notice.
You don't celebrate that.
It.
Happy birthday, me.
Appreciate that.
Hey, and I have something here for you. I have something here for you too, even though you don't celebrate, but this is just actually a gift. This is a gift for helping us with the podcast. Honestly, you put in a lot of work, never asked for nothing in return, so I appreciate it. So I know you said you need some Jordan 1s. I ain't got like real Jordan 1s for you, but I'm gonna introduce you with some Jordan 1s, like some KOs. So these are for people who need to come through these.
That's
okay,
dope. You come get those.
Come get them right away. These are gonna be your first ones to wear. So
let's go in the collection.
Come through anytime.
Next year.
Put them on the wall.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate it for real though. The big 35
from SLAC. That's from the SLAC family to you, dog.
Straight up.
He's right, man. We appreciate everything you do for us, dog. Like real talk. We couldn't do all this without you.
Straight up. All love, baby.
All right, with that, I think that's it. Y'all ready to wrap up, or if anything else for the final say?
I got nothing. Just continue to be safe out there, guys. Y'all know what's going on. Protect yourselves and your families, and check up on one another. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna hit
call somebody.
Our Instagram, my little post right here. For people.
Okay.
Got it.
But with that,
right.
It's your boy Strizzy.
I am A-Dub.
It's your girl, Myra May.
And your super producer, Marcus.
And shout out to our special guest.
Trevor say what?
Trevor say. There we go. We appreciate you, dog.
No, thanks for having me.
Right.
Thanks, Trevor, for coming on, man. It's real cool.
Guys, always a pleasure.
Yep, we'll see you next week, same time.
Peace.
You guys later.